Before I get to our regular business here at the top of the page, I want to congratulate two second period artists who won second place and first place in their respective categories. Both of these artists are seniors. They've both been accepted to universities. They're both going to continue to study their art. And yes, congratulations. Well done, and I can't wait to see what you do in higher ed. That's just awesome. And speaking of higher ed, let's go to college credit before we do anything else, is I have explained the difference between college credit in the Mac Lab and college credit in other CTE classes in the district. And I went into great detail here in Earn College Credit and Core College Credit Quests. If you haven't gone through these that I urged you to do and spent time producing evidence of your learning, how do you expect to earn college credit? Because that's something we talked about. Now, as far as art goes, the quote of the day. This quote from Dan Simmons, an epic science fiction novel. And by the way, I don't go to quote sites, to find quotes. I pull them from books. I highlight things. I take notes. I build, libraries of quotes, words that have inspired me. But this idea that to move to the next level of consciousness, that everything we do should become conscious strivings for art. And I know these videos for some of you is mundane and all that. And I actually had a conversation with one of these two artists about the videos. And quite often, this is all extemporaneous. It's made up as I go. I don't have a plan. There's no notes in front of me. And I just, try to reach and say something that hopefully neither one of us has ever heard before. So whatever you do, try to make it more than mundane. Now, as far as mundane, a Google Earth photograph, what the heck is this for? I told you about when the school was under construction. This was fenced in. This whole area here was construction equipment. The school was all fenced off. This parking lot, this was all construction. There were a few classes that moved over to this building. The rest of the school was down there by the football field, by the tennis courts and all that. They put up temporary buildings. That's how we did school for an entire year. Now, how do you survive, and not only survive, thrive in that environment? And I'll tell you about this tomorrow. These were directions of someone who was coming. Park here, go over here, walk across this bridge, and go in this door. Stuff happens. Sometimes you have to figure out how to make what seems impossible work. But not only work, don't go through the motions. Make something awesome. And the stuff that happened in this little room, we had an amazing year. Kind of unbelievable considering the circumstances. And, when you achieve more than you imagined, man, that's art in and of itself. You should try it sometime.